Hello, Oligada, Bulavanaka, and bonjour, basketball fans, and welcome to day 2 of the Melanesian Cup 2025 here at the Friendship Hall in the Solomon Islands in Honiara. It is great to be with you today, where we are joined today for today's first game in the men's. It will be Fiji up against Papua New Guinea in this one today. Starting very, very soon, 11 a.m. The history between these two is there's not much to split between them. They're 2-2 and they're 1-1 in group games and finals. And joining me in commentary today, looking forward to having her back again after a stunning debut yesterday in the FIBA Melanesian Cup. It's none other than Fiji's own Cecilina Pacau. It is great to have you, Cess, and last night was really tough for you, I know.
Bulavanaka, Tristan, and yes, to our viewers in the Pacific region, of course, it was tough yesterday. I gotta tell you that. Well, but the Solomon Islands men's team, just pulling off the win with a very major underdog story. They played with a level of intensity and a teamwork that caught the defending champions off guard.
You're right about that, as we'll have a look at the teams coming up shortly.
Did any standout player from the Solomon have a clutch moment for you?
Oh, certainly it was Tango last night. That was important. But let's talk about Fiji today. And Josh Fox will be a real key. 14 points and 9 rebounds the last time they met PNG. 16 points and 13 rebounds last night. But it felt like his influence was quelled a lot in the game last night, Cess.
Well, yes. Well, the defending champions struggles. There were questions whether they were dealing with injuries or player fatigue, or were they just too complacent or overconfident? I mean, assuming they'd cruise to victory.
As we have a look at PNG coming up, and big stat in this one, 54 points between 3 players of the same last name in Apia Muri, Koni Muri and Purari Muri, so 54 points between them the last time they met Fiji, so Fiji will need to be very alert to them. But Alavo, as in Harold Alavo and Morea Alavo, were very good yesterday for Papua New Guinea as well, Cess.
That's right. One to look out for is actually the Kyrie. Could be a known basketball powerhouse in the PNG. He's very much of a standout player, especially with his deadly long-range shooting.
100% on that one. We'll be back soon with more action here. The first game of the day, not too far away.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are all on the same team.
We have the power to change lives through basketball.
Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin,
basketball
can bring everyone together.
Basketball for good.
And we're looking forward to this one today, Cess. A couple of other key things in this game today would be fair to say, Cess. You look at Wangambaba, had the 5 points and the 10 rebounds against them last time. And of course there was also Urasi Nobulurua, who was good last time against them as well with 10 points. They'll be important players in this one for Fiji, no doubt about that this morning.
There will definitely, be hit, there will be back-to-back threes, especially if we see there's a shift in momentum. There's going to be some great standout plays, where they can nail a dip three-pointer to bring the game within reach, especially from PNG, but we'll see how that happens.
100% on that one, and really looking forward to seeing today from the PNG team the response that we get from Harold Alavo. Particularly, we talked about it just in the team list before. 16 points yesterday, 2 of 2 from the three-point line, and Maria Alavo also had the 3 threes from 9 attempts, so had the 5 triples between them. As we have a look at the PNG side there, and there he is, Maria Alavo, who was hot from the three-point line yesterday, Sess, against Vanuatu, of course.
Always at the perimeter, you know, just seeking in those three-pointers, coming through, especially in those clutch moments. I mean, this could be a player who might not get much recognition outside of PNG, but is a huge game changer, especially in the tournament.
And we've got our referees in front of us.
We will start by introducing Fiji team.
In Matty Crowley-Long, Romain Mitchell, and Landry Pugh. As the teams are being introduced here, so we'll go to the MC here, the golden voice of the Solomon Islands.
Wearing number 3, Tabitha Bordea. Wearing number 4, Ismail Koroy. Wearing number 5, Filimone Wangababa. Wearing number 6, Joshua Motufaga. Wearing number 7, Orisi Naibalua. Wearing just number 8, Tyrone McLennan. Wearing number 9, Joshua Fox, also the captain for Team Fiji. Wearing number 10, Jordan Willie Alfred Lancon. Wearing number 11, William Wagner Dofu. And wearing number 12, Kenan Hayes. Coach L. Calvin Marquez. And assistant coach Manoa Tale Lalabale. Please let's give a big round of applause to Team Fiji. Introducing Team Papua New Guinea. Wearing number 1, Moses Kairi. Wearing number 4, Harold Lavo. Wearing number 5, Moria Elavo. Jersey number 6, Rory Mori. Jersey number 7, Anderson Hayway. Jersey number 8, Alan Miller. Jersey number 9, Moses Apiko. signing for PNG national anthem. Thank you very much. I'll ask players to shake hands and shake hands. Introducing our referees for this game, crew chief, Madison Crowley Long from
So there's the anthems there for Fiji and PNG. As we said, Sess, there is not much to split between these two teams over the years in the 4 tournaments that they've met against each other. They've met each other 4 times, that we said, in group games and finals. They've split the results both ways. And then you look at the history between these two as well, particularly. And you look at the fact that Fiji, of course, won the 2023 Pacific Games, and PNG finished 5th. And then you look back even further and you look at the first ever Melanesian Cup won by PNG, as we mentioned yesterday. And then also Fiji, of course, 3rd and 2nd. So getting the first this time around, getting the gold, will be a big thing for Fiji that they'll want to do, especially after last night's result.
Definitely, Tristan. You know, the emotional build-up as well. You know, we will definitely see some, some high energy, well, especially for this game, knowing that PNG is definitely got fast-paced play, and PNG's defense is also solid, but Fiji's pace is also relentless. So this game is about to go down, and we'll get to see how that intensity goes.
It was hard to tell yesterday, particularly with PNG, with what they had in front of them, but they certainly do like to score the ball off turnover, that's for certain. They do rely on their defensive intensity to be able to steal the ball and to be able to get a lot of points in transition. So I think we're going to see more of PNG's plan today out there on the floor when it comes to things. And for Fiji, it's just about getting back to what they do basically really well. They've got a lot of good post players that they're able to go to, and I think just that control of the ball will be something that they'll want to return to after a couple of unusual turnovers, to be fair to say, in different parts of the game against the Solomon Islands last night. We have a look at Connie Muri. Muri had the 22 points against Fiji last time. As we get a few supporters just rolling in. It is early in the morning here. Just before 11 a.m. local time here, Sess, and he's a very, very well-known person in these parts, of course, Sess.
Yep, that's the owner for the Legendary Sports, and they're actually one of the big main sponsors for Fiji basketball, Mr. Chang.
That's a huge welcome to Mr. Chang. As we're not too far away here.
It's a bit toned down than last night's game.
It's a bit of if last night was like a 9 or a 10, we're down to about a 2 or 3 at the moment. So, maybe closer to a 1, but the atmosphere is going to build as we go along, Sess, naturally. I was just looking on the screen there at Orisi Naivularua.
Naivularua.
Thank you very much. I'm going to keep working on that pronunciation. And of course, it's all thanks to Pacifica TV, TV New Zealand, FIBA YouTube, TTV Solomon Broadcasting, TTV Plus on Android and iOS. And our starters are out there in Ioane, so Balorua, to say it a bit slower, Philemone Wangambaba, Josh Fox, Jordan Lumcon, and Keenan Hughes into the starting five for Fiji. And for Papua New Guinea, Harold Alabo, Morea Alabo, Moses Apiko, Parari Muri, and Apia Muri are underway here. And Tyrone McClellan has the first possession here for Fiji. Rosita Wangambaba. Nice pass to McClellan, and he draws the foul immediately, does McClellan. So very patient offense there from Fiji right off the bat there, Sess.
That's right, McLennan, you know, who has been absolutely unstoppable in transition last night. He's got speed, vision, and also some deadly three-point shots. If he gets going, he could change the entire pace of this game. It's going to be interesting to see how PNG, you know, plans to contain him.
You're right about that one. So McClellan had the 19 points last night. 7 rebounds for him as well. Good performance last night. It contained really late in the game. Was the NBL 1 Central Woodville Warriors former player in Adelaide. Got to watch him play a few times down there. Zalabo will take it here. Back to Morea Alabo. Skips a little wider here to Alabo. Looks to shoot it, can't get it. Hughes now in transition. And it'll come off the hand of Alabo. McClellan will take it here on the sideline. So Fiji with the early start here. And that's a nice finish on the inside for Hughes.
PNG never saw that coming.
Been a bit surprised early in the opening minute here. Alabo. Into Morea, Alabo. And 3-ball there for Parari Muri. He gets the opening triple of the game, and we're 3-3 here.
PNG will definitely rely on the outside shooting. They'll need to mix things up to break down Fiji's defense.
Hughes again. Tipped away there. Comes back the other way, does Apia Muri. Parari, in fact, it was a Pico. The turnaround from Apia Muri, not quite. Taken by McClellan again. Slowly brings it up into the half court. I'll see it to Fox. Fox looking to go to work. Out here, Wangambaba got the contact. Now, the interesting thing will be whether it's on the floor or whether it's shots. So it will be on the floor. You notice as he went to take the shot and he came back down, and the bump came as he was on the court. So that's why they've called that, I reckon, there, Sess, as early time out here. And I think it's going the way of Fiji here by the looks of things. So very, very early timeout here, Sess. And I wonder what the coaches will be talking about in these huddles right now, you think?
Definitely, you know, the timeout is always crucial, especially as the coach, you know, notice that there's pressure on the teams. But, you know, just for a breather, just for them to reset, I guess it's always great to have these kind of timeouts, especially in just less than a minute in the game.
You're right about that. Just having a look at the numbers, both teams really good at rebounds coming into this game. They both had 56 and 54 last night. And then assists, 21 apiece. So we know they like to share the ball. The PNG had 23 steals yesterday against Vanuatu. Just the 9 to Fiji, which meant the Solomon Islands, who traditionally keeping control of the ball has been a real challenge for them, they really managed to look after the ball and stop the Fiji team being able to steal the ball off them a lot.
Exactly, Trish. Well, it's going to come down to who can impose their tempo. If Fiji can take the pace, they'll have the upper hand.
Wangababa now gets the screen from Fox. Back out here for Hughes for 3. And that one a little bit long. As back comes Muri. And I think we've got an issue with the clock here, so just a quick change. So we've got 16 seconds on the clock here.
Fiji really needs to slow things down. I mean, maybe just lock down on defense and control the boards. It could be a long night for the PNG, long morning for the PNG, rather.
I think we're still living in the moment last night, Sess, would be fair to say. That's why it feels like it's night.
Yeah, you're right on that one, Tris.
What a game, though. For those who didn't watch it, you have to go back and watch at least the last 5 minutes of that one. It was an incredible contest. National pride on the line and everything, and I reckon it would have been in the papers this morning. It was all over the news.
It was.
Last night, there's someone else who's going to be over the news. It's PNG gets another basket there. McClellan will grab it here. PNG take the lead. That's another 3. And drawing the foul there. Opurari Muri.
Gotta love the expressions from the ref, Tris.
Well, what we're seeing so far is a lot of space creation for the Fiji team. It's something we didn't see a lot of last night. They really closed the space to the Solomon Islands across 4 quarters too. It's McClellan for 3. Can't get it. Apiko was looking there for Tony Muri. That one will go out of bounds. Fiji will get the ball back here. So 6 apiece, well, 3 to 6 here. PNG lead. Fox again. Skips a little wider. Wangambaba, oh, did well there, PNG. And tries to draw the foul and does so successfully. It's Wangambaba. That's a few fouls on PNG already in this game. That'll be 4 team fouls now, which means the next one will be free throws for the remainder of the quarter for Fiji.
The pressure is really unreal right now for both teams. You know, they're ready for this, and we're in for a bit of a slow start, but I'm sure as we go on into the 4th quarter, it's going to be pretty intense.
So Wangambaba, last night for him, had the 12 points, one with 4 assists. Was really good late in the game, Wangambaba. Hit that big 3 down the stretch against the Sols. Or Team Solo, as I've heard, is what it's called, or Solo. That's what quite a few of my friends here in the Solomon Islands and a few back in Australia that, of course, were from here originally, Sess, that have told me. It's been nice getting some personalised information fed my way.
Definitely.
This is Alabo. Out to Pico, back to Muri. We've got ourselves a blocking foul on the floor here. It's a foul on Ioane. No, Balarua. Says how to grin at me then.
I'm just going to nod at you, don't worry.
I'm getting better, Sess. I'm getting better. We all have our challenges, don't we, when we come to basketball?
Certainly do.
That seems to be mine this week. A Pico now. No problem with that. And he's got another one, Pico. Great game from Pico yesterday, 14 points. He's back here for Wangambaba. Yana Hughes again. Back here looking for Motufanga, who was really good in the last bit of the game yesterday, especially when he paired up with Ioane in the paint.
The teams are probably...
Oh, what a catch there from Murray. One-handed too. Not too many can catch a pass like that. It's like a hot potato is what we'd call that in Australia. Is that one? Goes up for Alavo. He tries to get it up now. Hit the backboard, so we're playing on here though. McClellan for two. Can't roll it in. Oh, tipped in there nicely by Fox. No one could stop the Fox rolling through there. As Lupcon comes down with it. Now Wangambaba flips it up looking for all the athleticism there. Both McClellan and also Muri going up for it. Now Connie Muri back to Purari. Oh, and Fox came across to block it. But going to be assessed with the foul is going to be Josh Fox. And here we're going to see Ishmaeli Koroi coming into the game. Didn't see much of him yesterday, but saw a bit more of him as the game went along. We know that he's had some good tournaments in the past for Fiji.
You know, truthfully, the players might still be recovering from the intense matches, you know, yesterday. And it's just crazy how fast-paced competitions can wear on the teams when you're only on day 2 right now. And you can just see that, you know, already feel the grind. And, you know, it makes you wonder how the stamina will hold up for the rest of the event. Or is it everyone, or is it just me, or is everyone kind of dragging today?
I think we're all sapped of energy from last night, Cess. I know we keep harping on about it, but it's just the truth, isn't it? I mean, it was one of the most incredible games of basketball in this region, wasn't it? When you think about it, the history around it, as that one goes up. We'll get back to talking about it a little bit more in case you did miss it last night, as Pico goes to drive, can't get it. Koroi over the top, Dumcon, good pass to McClellan. McClellan one-on-one. And great finish there. And all of a sudden, we're back to 9 apiece here. We're very even right now in this game. That's a Pico. Nice to get that one up, and misses the target completely.
Didn't really see it properly there.
So the substitution, Hughes comes in for Wangambaba. So 9 apiece here, 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go on the first term. When we get to a quieter patch, I reckon, Cess, we need to talk about that game last night a little bit more in detail, especially those last few minutes.
We'll definitely see more of that crowd, well, today, especially in the Solomon game, Solomon men's team.
Likely to have double the tickets sold, I reckon, after last night. Everyone will be here later on today, especially at 4 p.m. for their game.
There's no doubt about that, Tris.
And they'll play the New Caledonia men for the first time in this tournament. They didn't play yesterday. There's Motufanga. Nice finish there on the inside from Joshua Motufanga, who played in 2017, didn't play in 2022 in the Melanesian Cup, so this is his second appearance. A Pico. And that one, an errant pass there from a Pico. As Fox comes in for Motufanga.
Fiji's play style could definitely benefit just from tightening up the link between passes and shots. If they're connected well, especially in the midfield, but then just passing through to the finishing touch, that would be a huge gap to fill. It's all about the final execution.
You're right about that. Their opportunities today, Fiji, are going to be around that basket, aren't they? Because even if they miss the shot, they've got the height and the athleticism to go and get those rebounds. Oh, and Muri and Koroi. In fact, it's... yes, it is Muri and Koroi. I was right. Almost couldn't pick it there. Fiji have hit the front here, 11-9. As McClellan will take a break. Now Pico, guarded by Fox. That's tough. Apia Muri's been very quiet early in this game, but he knows it's his time to go. He feeds it nicely. Extra pass out here, Pico. Faked it and couldn't get the finish from that corner. It was good play there from PNG. They were very patient with the ball in hand. There's Hughes. Flicks it wider to Koroi. Now here to... and banking it off the window. Urasi. No, Bulu Rua.
Yes, that's definitely true. Well, Naivalurua came back with a comeback, and well, Fiji is starting strong with the lead. A solid start.
Back here come Hughes. Lumcon. Elavo. Taken by Fox. Back to Jordan Lumcon. And he draws the foul. There's Lumcon from the Gold Coast Rollers in the NBL1 North. Also spent some time all over the Queensland region. And we've got a timeout here going the way of Fiji. There's the drawing foul there on Parari Muri. There's a few fouls on him already from what I can detect. So 14-9 here and a timeout.
Fiji is really struggling to convert their plays into baskets. They might need to reassess their shooting strategy, whether it's adjusting their shot selection, taking more time for better looks, or just probably just switching up their positioning. Something's got to give if they want to capitalize on those passes. Do you think they're rushing with their shots, Tris, or is it more about their technique?
Oh, it's a little bit about, I think, you think about who they played yesterday and played Vanuatu, who were back in the competition for the first time in a long time. And the intensity of this game is already different to what they saw yesterday. So just adjusting to what's out there on the floor is very important for both sides. So that's what I see at the moment. That first one not quite there for Jordan Lumcon. It's taken here by Fox again, back to Lumcon, guarded by Alabo. Down Koroi inside. I wonder if we're going to see a little bit more of Ishmaeli Koroi. From Boston, club in Fiji. 2022 Melanesian Cup is where we saw him for the first time, I believe. So this will be his second Melanesian Cup for him.
You know, Tris, PNG's big win with a 99-49 scoreline is a very huge statement, especially when they're bringing that kind of energy and intensity in today's game. But don't you just feel that's probably a win like that is probably just giving them struggle on energy in day 2?
Well, that's what I think. It's when the intensity changes, it's really difficult to be able to emulate that. Although when you're up here Muri and you can feed it like that and you get the layup. Murari Muri. And it's 16-11, so nice tight opening quarter here. Lumcon again back out to Hughes. Jordan Lumcon gets it into Karoy. Karoy tries to go up and draws the foul. Big target at the moment is Karoy. And doing a good job at it right now, Sess. So to the line, Shmeli Karoy. Like we said, just had the 6 points yesterday. He's got good record for Fiji over a long period of time.
Fiji's definitely wrecking up on the fouls, and it's not only slowing them down, but also putting them in foul trouble, which can also...
Saving it from going out of bounds is PNG. And they've got 7 seconds on the clock, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Elavo for 3, just comes up short. And that'll bring us to the end of 1. That won't count, unfortunately. Looked like it was after the buzzer. And that'll bring us to quarter time here. And it's 17-11, Sess, in this opening term. And a different pace of game so far from what we saw yesterday in both games. The game for Fiji against the Solomon Islands, like we said, a huge amount of intensity. And the game against Vanuatu, different pace for PNG to get used to. So adjusting to that will be pretty key coming into this second term shortly.
Definitely, you know, we can sense the energy is just a little drained for both teams, but that's understandable. And, well, we'll see how they can adapt to the whole competition overall.
So let's talk about that atmosphere last night, Sess. Give me your perspective on what it was like last night for basketball here in this area of the world.
Oh, I actually love the energy last night. You know, they almost brought the house down, but that's the kind of support that you need, especially if you're playing on home soil. And it's great that you get to witness it yesterday, especially we witnessed history in the making.
That's 100% right, because, of course, Fiji had 105 against the Solomon Islands, and it was 6. The 6th game was the one in the end. And just having a look at the PNG side, I wonder if we'll see a little bit more number 8 in this second term. Alan Millard had the 10 points yesterday, as we see a team
Fiji
that
women's
hasn't
team.
started yet in this tournament, right?
That's the Fiji women's team. They will be playing this evening.
They certainly will. Their opponents this evening.
It's always great to have family travel with the Fiji team.
Yeah, Fiji will play the Solomon Islands women's later on, last game of the night.
Can we be expecting the same energy?
I hope so, especially from the crowd, and you just never know what
Yeah.
might happen as a result of that. So second quarter underway here at the Friendship Hall in Honiara here in the Solomon Islands. It's all thanks to Pacifica TV. So we've got ourselves an offensive foul called here. All thanks to Pacifica TV, TV New Zealand, FIBA YouTube, where I know lots of people back in my home country, Sess, are watching. Saw a few people post Instagram posts saying I'm watching these games. It's nice to see that a lot of extra viewers are tuning in, particularly for this particular broadcast this week. It's very exciting. And one goes out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds. TTV Solomon Broadcasting, TTV Plus on Android and iOS, where you can live stream. And the games have been on replay on Pacifica TV in the evening as well, as live, I believe. As that one goes up. And back here comes McClellan. Now to Fox again, guarded by Moody. Back here to... Oh, almost there for Lumcon. The three there from outside for Oresi. As Oresi comes out of the game. Wangambaba back in. And Matthew Kaidei comes into the game for his BNG team. Going one way or the other. McClellan got it. Good finish there for McClellan. First points of the second term. Going the way of Fiji. They lead by 8 at the moment. Morty for 3. Early in the offense. Fiji will come down with it again. Back here comes Jordan Lumcon. Oh, Wangambaba from outside for 3. Great shot there, Sess, from Wangambaba. I need more of that from him. It's back here for Morty. Hand off here to Kaidei. Kaidei, not quite. Just a little bit wide of the target. So 5-0 start here to Fiji in this second term. Oh. This comes up short. Oh, big rebound there. But Ioane's not going to quite reel that in because the ball will go back the way of PNG. Oh, there we go. And that's going to be, basket's going to count there. So it'll be a goaltend here. PNG's first score of the second term. 22-13. Lumcon. Elabo. Guards him. Trying to rebound that. There is Ioane. Gets it here to McClellan, and he is the resulting recipient of the Ioane play there. Good to have Ioane back in Fiji colours this tournament, Sess.
That's right. Well, Ioane Naivaluru at 41 definitely brings well, a wealth of experience, but getting back into the groove after a long break is no small task. He's got veteran presence.
That's going to be an offensive foul.
But I just feel, Tristan, you know, Ioane Naivaluru, it might take some time for his body to adjust to the pace and intensity of the competition again.
Well, especially if he gets knocked over like that. Look at that, taking that right in the chest.
A bit rusty on the edges.
Well, at 41 years of age, he's looking great, to be honest. A few years younger than him, and he's looking fantastic.
You look like you're 28, Tristan.
Oh, please. I get mistaken for that quite a bit. Hopefully it lasts the rest of my lifetime, Sess. Be nice to look younger than 60 or 70 later in life. As there's a tip in there from Fox. Rises up this Fox and puts it in. 26-13. 6 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in this first half of the second day here at the Friendship Hall. Now taken here by Hairway for three. Not quite. Alabo, athletic rebound there from Harold Alabo, the 21-year-old.
Hairway was a debutant in the FIBA Melanesian Cup in 2022 back in Fiji.
100% on that one. We've got Millard and Matt Kairi who are making their debut in this tournament. And a few of the others have come through the 3x3 pathway for Papua New Guinea as well. Just looking into it last night. Played in the Asia Cup in Singapore.
Can agree on you with that, Tristan. Fiji's really riding on the fouls from PNG, but just feel Fiji should really focus on a more controlled set plays rather than relying too heavily on the three-pointer, especially if they're not hitting them with consistency. The risk with a lot of threes is that if they're not falling, if they can throw off the entire offensive flow and just give the other team a chance to capitalize on those missed shots.
You're right about that. The three-point percentage yesterday was very influential. 18% for Fiji. They just couldn't hit their shots yesterday from outside. Whereas 31% was not too bad for PNG.
Fiji should probably aim higher, create a higher percentage of scoring opportunities. Maybe just work more on the ball inside to get the free throw line. Mid-range jumpers.
Well, again, it's about getting those touches inside the paint, isn't it? It's about getting that ball in and then kicking it out. And then you've got to do some work off the ball to try and free some shooters up. Sometimes shooters like to curl into something on the three-point line, and then they like to release from there. And that's because they're shooting in rhythm. So some like to curl and get it up, and others like to have their feet set and just be past the ball and find their specific spot, and that's where their percentages go up.
A lot of aspects to consider there, Tristan.
Bit of basketball education for those who maybe are watching these streams that maybe don't know a huge amount about the game. As we've got a couple of substitutions here. Been lucky enough to learn from quite a few good coaches in recent years, Sess. A couple of training sessions and some very good coaches back in Adelaide and also around Australia as well. Learnt a lot from them in the past few years. Was taken here by Morty. Back out here for Hairway. Hairway for three. Oh, just a little bit long. Wangambaba comes down with it. Surrounded by PNG players. Kuroi got to get it across and does just. Wangambaba swarmed there by PNG players and then draws the foul. Really had to think his way through that one, did Philemone Wangambaba, the 24-year-old, and he's doing a good job leading the Fiji team at the moment, Sess, as we have a look at the replay here.
Oh, definitely, Tristan. You know, he's been a very exceptional player, especially in the Fiji men's team. Just letting him work through driving those baskets.
There's the first miss there for Wangambaba. That one almost, oh, nearly ran out of room. Did run out of room, did Morty. So we'll go the way of Fiji, just to the right of our commentary position. I don't know who used to be feeling at the moment, Sess, because they're up by 14 at the moment. But are you feeling pretty good about this one, or is it wanting a little bit more from this Fiji team right now?
Too early to tell, Trish, but yes, they can If you just do a little bit more of a strategy play, they should get by fine.
It's McClellan. There's a little longer here to Wangamaba. Oh, what a move. Oh, nearly the finish. Deserved the finish there. Wangamaba. And going upstairs with the very athletic layup is Connie Muri. 27-15. 4 minutes and 55 seconds to go. McClellan with ball in hand again. Wangamaba with it. Out to Hughes. Hughes with the move. Just rips it up. And really nowhere near the target in the end from Hughes. A little bit sloppy there from Fiji.
Most definitely.
As Hairway will bring it across halfway here. Like I said, really love the way Hairway plays already. It's all about that defensive side of things. As drawing the foul is Millard. It was very impressive yesterday, as I mentioned, at quarter time. 10 points for Millard. And the 4 rebounds. And the 2 steals as well. So to the line, Alan Millard. And Alan Millard was part of the under-17 tournament in PNG. And was very impressive, Sess, from what I understand. It's his debut here from the Chariots Club in PNG.
I believe so.
4 minutes, 29 seconds to go here in this first half. Not too far away from the halftime interval. Can PNG make a little run here and get back into it? Hughes now inside. Almost the move there on the inside. Trying to fight for it there was Ioane. A baseline ball here to Fiji instead. Inside looking for Fox. He's got a lot of space and he got the Moodies up in the air and he managed to make the score, and a quick steal here for Fiji. Beat inside of Fox again. Fox is surrounded by 3 PNG players. There's got to be a free player somewhere out there on the floor in white and black. And there was, but it being a shot clock violation. That's because the clock didn't reset after that possession. So PNG will get the ball back here, Sess, but they're sending 3 bodies to Fox at the moment, which means there's going to be a player open, isn't there? They're trying to cage the Fox.
Well,
and they're not letting him out.
That just shows how good of a player Fox is. He needs 3 to 4 men to strain him.
Right about that is Millard athletically. Oh, big rebound by Fox. Now flicks it wider here to McClellan. Tries to get around a couple, is in a bit of trouble here. And we've got an 8-second violation here. As the crowd behind us, someone going to hustle for the ball. Yep, good hustle there. So 3:25 to go here. Millard now out here to Moody. Back here to Connie Moody. Connie Moody now, quick step. Extra pass out here to Parati Moody. Oh, and comes up a little bit to the right. The Fox will get the rebound. And get it out quickly here to Lomcon. And even though the margin is 12 points at the moment, Sess, it just seems this game has hit a bit of a stalemate at the moment. No team can split each other apart. PNG can't get close, and Fiji can't get away from them at the moment.
Definitely. And speaking of PNG, we spoke with the team manager, Mr. Dixon. Well, he did mention that the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea will be joining the crowd, I believe on Friday maybe. He will be watching his daughter play for the women's national team. It's always a special moment when the country's leader, show that level of support, and the energy in the stadium will be off the charts.
How exciting that. Lumcon makes that free throw, and we're back to 14-point margin now. 2:57 to go. Lavo back out here to Purari Muri. Athletic catch there from Millard. Now Kairi. Oh, just like the namesake in the US. Moses Kairi drains it from deep. And there's that catch and shoot I was talking about. That's why you pointed at me there, Sess.
That's what I mentioned. Kyrie with a long shooting range always bags it.
There's back here for Ioane. Feeds inside to Fox, and Fox just buries his way towards the basket. And we're going to have a little bit of floor wiping happening here. A few bodies have hit the floor, so you've got to make sure we tidy up the court and make sure no one gets injured. We saw yesterday, it was a bit of a scare, wasn't it? Hilvatio Tango.
Ioane Naivalurua just needs a bit of a rest.
Running at that pace, I would also too. Like you said, it's been a long time since he's played for his nation. Elabo. Well, there, Elabo. And at the moment, PNG's offense has really stagnated. They just haven't been able to get anything clean. One side of the court or the other at the moment. We were just talking about the floor wiping before, and about the importance of making sure that the floor is in great condition, because yesterday we saw Hilvatio Tango go down, and we thought that he was gone. We thought he'd injured himself and he was out of it. And then he came back and he rose from nowhere as the ball goes in there for PNG.
Ilavo and also Kyrie are the ones to look out for, especially with the long shooting range.
As he is Orisi over to Fox. Fox, the turnaround jumper, gets the roll off the cylinder and off the backboard and the glass and in. A friendly service provided there by the window. Mooney now. Can Fiji gather it back? Fox has been a real instigator at the defensive end in this second term, Sess.
Exactly.
There's the turnaround jumper. Oh, that was a pretty finish there from Joshua Mutufanga. Great turnaround jumper. Moody. Millard, short. Fiji got a bit of momentum at the moment. They lead by 15. They're down to the last 35 seconds of this first half. Driving through, they're finding their space, and Orisi spent it before he had it. And as a result, turn it over. So 31 seconds left here. A couple of quick subs as Fox gets a well-earned rest for Fiji. He's been tremendous in this second term, Sess.
Tristan, just the pressure of trying to avoid fouls and can definitely mess with the team's flow, especially since the players are overly focused on not getting called for any infractions.
There's that finish there for Ilavo. As we're down to the last 10 seconds here. Shot clock and game clock aligned. Fiji trying to draw the foul potentially. Out here, Orisi on the buzzer. A little bit short. Ilavo comes down with it. Kyrie, can he get it up? Someone's going to have to shoot it up. They're going to run out of time. And pleading for the foul is Purari Mori with referee Matty Crowley Long. Has a wry smile at Matty and says, not getting that one. And it's 37-24 here at the half. And Fiji lead it by 13 points at the main change sets.
Definitely Fiji leading with a solid margin. Well, they've managed to settle the rhythm. taking advantage of PNG's slow start. It must be a relief for them if they've been able to keep their fouls in check while still playing aggressive defense. At this point, it's all about maintaining that intensity just without letting their focus slip. It's a good balance now.
We're going to go to a break here on the Melanesian Cup 2025. It is Fiji 37, Papua New Guinea 24.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are all on the same team.
We have the power to change lives through basketball.
Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together.
Basketball for good.
Welcome back, everyone, to the FIBA Melanesian Cup 2025. It is halftime here, and Fiji lead Papua New Guinea 37-24, and a 10-9 second part of that second quarter was led by Josh Fox with 10 points and 6 rebounds, the dominant player in this game so far today, Sess.
That's right, Tris. You know, he has been a game changer, well, for Fiji, but there was also, you know, the big defensive effort from the from the forwards, don't you think? You know, they made it tough for PNG shooters to get any open looks, and the defensive rebounds were also key. Fiji has dominated the glass.
100% right on that one. And from Papua New Guinea's perspective, they've tried to get some scores on the board, haven't they? But they've really struggled to put the ball in the hoop consistently. 11 and 13 in the first 2 quarters so far. And they need a bit more out of the players that got the job done yesterday. Particularly, Apia Muri is yet to score in this game and has played 16 minutes of action. He has the 4 rebounds, but I'd love to see a few more scores from Apia Muri, no doubt about that, as well as Alavo, because they've only got 4 points between them after having so many triples yesterday.
We got the PNG women's teams on the stands, you know, just backing up the men's team. But on the flip side, you know, well, PNG has been struggling with their shooting. I would agree with you on that one. It's great to see the
supporters as well.
Great to see the parents from the Fiji women's teams here to support their children participate for the first time in this competition.
Yeah, they're going to have 6 debutantes later on, aren't they, for the first time, which is going to be incredible for that Fiji women's team. As Pico is going to take possession here right in front of our commentary position to get things started.
Let's not hope no balls come flying our way.
We nearly got run over twice last night, would be fair to say, Sess. And I could see your eyes, you were like, are they going to stop? It's like so I wait till they get a bit closer. It's when they hit the equipment, that's when you start to think about it. As Alavo goes for 3, out of the timeout, well, out of the halftime break, I should say. And Alavo made me eat my words. Maria Alavo decided to stick the triple in with the bounce off the cylinder there, Sess.
No, most definitely, like I mentioned, Ilavo and Kyrie are the ones to look out for, especially in those long shooting ranges.
There's Lumcon. Here into Karoy, and Karoy can't get it in. Intensity's gone up from PNG at the start of this half. Early 3, fortuitously, you would say, because the ball didn't go exactly straight, but it went straight enough to hit that basket and roll in, as it can do sometimes.
I guess it's the pressure that gets to them, especially with those near calls.
And there's the finish there for Alavo again. So I reckon at half-time, the conversation would have been, we've got to feed Alavo times 2. And that is happening so far at 37-29. So even the teams are creating a bit of atmosphere themselves.
PNG definitely firing back after that half-time.
Apia Muri, don't think he would have had too many scoreless halves in his career. It's only a matter of time before Apia gets going once again. Has a tendency to hit the scoreboard when it matters, like now. Oh, just a little bit short. 37-29. A quick 5-0 start here for PNG. Wangambaba going through, can't get it. More rebounds for PNG. Out the other way comes Parari Muri. Now to Apia Muri. Back here to Alavo. Here's Alavo for 3. Just comes up short. It bounces out to Apia Muri. Has to make a decision. Uses his length. Goes here looking for a Pico. Shoots the pass outside, and in and out of the cylinder it goes there for Muri. A couple of good looks there from PNG, Sess. Hughes now for 3, no good. Apia Muri comes down with another rebound. A Pico in very fast motion down the court.
Frustrations on Fox's face says it all.
Slow it down here, PNG. Getting it through hands. Moody with it now with 5 seconds on the clock, 4 seconds. They're very patient. And they find a Pico in the corner for 3, and down it goes. And that's another one for a Pico. It was a good look there from outside for Moses. Lumpcon again. Back to Wangambaba. Lumpcon again. Nearly lost the ball. Did lose the ball. Elabo. Morty drives, can't get it. Trying to save it there and diving for it and knocking over the boom mic as well. They're just replacing it nicely there, Parati Morty. And there you go, that's the first bit of technical equipment to be knocked over this week. So we've got a timeout here to Fiji. 37-32. A roaring start from PNG. 8 points to no answer out of the halftime break there, Sess.
Absolutely. The ball movements, every possession, they've actually made sure that they're getting the best shot possible. PNG definitely delivers and closing off on the margin.
We'll have a look at the areas that they're starting to get on top of. That three-point shooting is going to be important. They're 3 of 12 at 25%. So by my count, they are now 5 of 15. At 33% now. So they've gone from 25% to 33%. Just a quick bit of maths there, Sess. And Fiji will have it back here through Lumpcon. Hughes again, back to Lumpcon. In a bit of a zone here at the moment. And having to get out to the corner. Wangambaba nails the triple. And that's the problem when you play a zone sometimes, Sess, is that you can find easy open shots if you move the ball effectively. So they exposed that pretty quickly there, Fiji, off that last offense.
They're getting back to that tempo, Tris, and, well, they can't afford to let the game slow down. They need to keep the ball moving, just get those open looks, play with more energy as well.
Well, that three ball broke the momentum. I was going to say for Fiji, we haven't seen Tyrone McClellan for some time. He did start today. At the moment, Karoi seems to be in the position from the starters. That's the only change from the starting lineup that we had earlier. Actually, there's two changes because, of course, we had Ioane in that starting five as well today. There's the three there for Alabo. And whoop, that was one that came our way. My hand's not quite grip-like and quick enough. You saw me do the reaction test a few days ago, and you could tell that I'm not very good at that kind of stuff, Sess. But I did catch the last one, and I thought I'd go 0 and 5 on that particular activity.
Pressure's on right now. This is where mental toughness comes into play. Fiji has the lead, but they need to play this.
Mooney now here to Apiko. And taken here by Fox. Back here to Lumpcon. The other way comes Fox. Alavo picks it up. Good pass. He knew that Mooney was out the back door, and he knew he's driving and putting down the pace there, Purari Mooney. He went to the free throw line. 1 and 2 this afternoon for Purari Mooney from the charity stripe. "34 years of age, Purari Mooney. First one misses for him. Part of the, this is his third Melanesian Cup, played in 2017. Iparari Mori. Makes that one. Miller comes in for Harold Alavo. Fiji will get it back here. March back to 7. 8-0 start out of the break from PNG. So steadying here, Fiji. McClellan, who we spoke about before, comes up short. Alavo now. They really want to move that ball quickly. Stolen back by McClellan in transition. What will he do here? He goes on his own and draws the foul. And Tyrone tears his way down the court and makes the finish for the and one.
Well, like I said, you know, they actually built on that momentum and was staying consistent. They'll have no problem holding on to this lead.
So just complete a 3-point play here. Comes up short. So we'll just take the 2. 42-33, margin 9. PNG with it again. Now Apia Mori. Still yet to score in this game, Apia Mori, I believe. There's Alavo for 3. Comes up short. Clock's the other way. McClellan. Lupcon. Inside to Motufanga. Motufanga trying to work his way through it. Apia Mori's having none of it. There's Koroi coming in for Fox. So McClellan trying to get the ball in here. Wangambaba, and unfortunately his toe just slipped over the line there, Sess. Just ran out of room on the sideline. Ran out of land there. And space to land as well. He's taken here by a Pico again. Comes it wide here looking for Connie Moody. And that's going to be a jump ball as McClellan took possession, as did Moody. I have to say, one of the things I've noticed about this PNG team, if you've got the ball in your hand and they get their hands on it, they're very good at making sure that, that ball doesn't get jarred loose. They've got very strong hands, don't they, Sess?
Speaking of hands, Tris, you know, I feel...
And there we go. Apia Morty. It's taken nearly 27 minutes, but he's got his first basket of the afternoon. And that could change momentum very quickly. McClellan now. Tries to feed it inside of Motufanga. And ran out of land on the baseline there.
Motufanga really needs to think about those small adjustments. He needs to stay patient and focus on his grip.
As he's high block there. McClellan came over the top with some help from Motufanga.
Motufanga will need to settle into the game even more. He's got the tools, the confidence, just to shake off his minor issue. It's the grip.
There's a Pico now. Out here, Alavo. He gets an open look at the 3. Comes up a little bit short. Big rebound, Connie Morty. Back out here, a Pico. Nice movement. Settled his feet. Just came up a little bit long. And oh no, they weren't awake to the fact that Apia Morty was there, and all of a sudden he's got 4 in a couple of minutes. I think he took a little look at me there, Sess. I think he knows.
Fiji seems to be sleeping on their side of defense, that is.
As Hughes also, with his back heel, ran out of room on the sideline as well. A couple of sloppy sideline turnovers, baseline turnovers from Fiji. It will be a worry for them. They need to work hard in trying to make sure that they look after the ball. There's Muri again out here to Apia Muri.
It's just this little adjustments, Tristan, you know, just on the techniques. Fiji will really need to work on.
Up here, Morty. Now 3. He's got 7 in 2 minutes of play. Up here knows when it's time to go. Wangambaba. Margin back to 3. Wangambaba again. Long. Karoi. Trying to get through. Come up here. Morty sends him away. Not in the friendship hall. Back here to Morty. Ilavo, the step back 3. That was ambitious. Morea Ilavo.
Bump in the road on that one.
McClellan ran out of room. Kept it in, going in. He had very little space to work with there. The space has been closed a little bit in this second half. You can see out there, Sess. The pressure's really going up on both sides.
Definitely, Tristan. You know, just maybe just a bit of a smart play from the Fiji team could really elevate this to the next level. Proper execution is needed.
You're right about that. Here's Moreira Olavo again. Morty now. Back the other way, Fox. Fox has got a great pass there. McClellan again, can't get it. Fox continues to keep it in play. Good pass ahead of the play there, clever there. I think it was a Pico out there to Elabo. We're down the last minute of this third term, which has definitely gone up in intensity. A Pico now, out here to Morty. Elabo for 3, and that one's short, and he's really trying to force that triple at the moment. Is Malaya Alabo. He's trying to get himself going. And as a result, he's going to go over sit down, and Hairway's going to come into the game here, Sess. Good change there from coach Moy Muri. Fiji will have it here again. Back out here to Fox. Fox trying to get through a few and finish as well as Fox. They've done well to contain him in this term. He's now up to 12, is Fox.
That's what separates good teams from great ones, Tristan. Fiji's not just playing with skill, they're playing with intelligence.
And you're right about that, as McClellan will have the ball with in hand. And fouled here.
The look says it all, Tris.
So offensive foul here on Tyrone McClellan. And like you said, has that look on him. So 9.5 seconds here for PNG to get a score. The comeback is on. As Hairway has it. Shot clock to 7, to 6, to 5. Mooney with it. 3 seconds on it, 2 seconds, 1 second. Got to get it up. And they count it on the buzzer. A Pico. And Moses brings the crowd with him on that journey. What a shot there from a Pico. He only needed the slightest bit of space. It was just released in time. And all of a sudden, with that 3 to a Pico, it is now 44-42 here at three-quarter time, Sess.
It's a tight game with Fiji holding a slim lead over PNG. The intensity of both teams, you know, they're battling it hard. This is the kind of matchup where every possession counts on both sides and just giving it their all. It's going to be intense in the last quarter.
So Fiji just with the 7 points in that term. And you look at what PNG's damage was in that term, 18 points. A lot of baskets for PNG. Whereas just the 7 points to Fiji. Bit of work for them to do, and all of a sudden they're finding themselves once again in a tight one here, Sess.
Definitely.
And it's been those turnovers on the sideline, the baseline, that have really hurt the team in white and black today.
It's a bit of a back and forth affair, Trish, and they're just a basket away from taking the lead. Fiji can't really afford to let that up.
And you're right about that. So we have a look at Team PNG here. whatever was said at halftime by Coach Moyi Muri, it really got things going. And then it was up here, Muri, wasn't it, with 7 points in just a couple of minutes of play. They've really got this PNG team going in the third term. They're going to need more from Apia Muri, but you don't keep a good player like him down quiet for so long. 27 minutes it was before he scored his first points in this game. But he still might end up with the same amount of points that we would normally get across 40 minutes of basketball.
You're right about that. Well, Tris, you know, with a game this close, it's easy to get caught up in the moment. Fiji will definitely need to maintain their focus, run their offense and not, offense rather, and just not force things. You know, they've got the lead right now, but they have to close this one out with discipline.
100% on that one. So, by my recollection, only Philip Mornay, Wangababa had the 3 in that term to lead the scorers for Fiji in that individual quarter. Fox has had a good game.
I wouldn't be surprised, Tristan, if we see some big time performances, especially in the final minutes. I mean, you can never know.
Just a lot of experienced players out there. It's back underway here for the 4th term. Final quarter of the first game of the day 2. Stolen here by Morty. Does he get control? Oh, what a pass there. Hairway and the extra pass. Oh, my goodness. Padati Morty with the right smile. That'll do for him. And we're all level. And all of a sudden, Padati Morty now up to 9 in this game. Or 11, I should say. He's in double figures. Lupcon had it and lost it. Got it here by Hairway. Riding his hip. Lupcon trying to draw a couple two here. And he travelled. The excitement you can see from the PNG supporters behind the bench. They're locked into this one, Sess.
Definitely, you know, a win here means a huge step towards the title.
I feel it's going to be really close when it comes down to the head-to-head by the end of the week. He's drawing the foul there. And I think that'll be a foul on... It'll be a foul on Fox, I think. It's only his first personal foul. Which is quite amazing when you consider it. The position he plays, you do tend to get a few fouls as Pico makes the first. So Pico now on 9 for this game. Makes the second.
Pico has been on fire in the second half, and if he gets a clean look at the basket, he's going to make it count. This game is far from over. Anything can happen in the final few minutes.
So a couple of free throws there made, and all of a sudden PNG back in front. They led in this game early by 3, and that was the only time they led. It was 3-6 really early in the contest, and then Fiji had been in front from that point onwards. Lumcon now back to Wangambaba. Lumcon going to the bay here by Hairway. Back out here to Lumcon. And it's over the top. The ripping pass, looking for Morty. Hairway goes on his own, and Wangambaba goes up straight up, denies him. As Lumcon lost his shoe. And just a bit sore at the moment is Morty by the looks of things there. As we have a look at that, that was good defense there from Wangambaba. And the ball will go the way back of Fiji. It was Connie Morty that hit the floor. He's very active with his hands, isn't he? He's got very quick hands. Talked about Basia last night and his thief in the night skills. I think we've got another one out there in Connie Morty. Thief in the daylight at this point at the moment, Sess. McClellan will take it here for Fiji. Got a little smaller here at the moment, Fiji. Wangamana from outside. Have some of that, PNG. That's what he says. Mooney now. Back out here to Olavo. Hairway. Up here, Mooney. Back to Hairway. Oh, the moves, Hairway. Oh. Racing stuff there from Hairway. A good little finish there for him. But Wangamana, though, could be the key in this final turn, when you think about it. Back the other way come PNG, to a Pico. And ball will go the way back of Fiji here. We've got ourselves a tight one, 47-48.
You know, both teams are playing with such high intensity. You know, we're bound to see some fouls in these final moments. It's all about who can keep their cool and, you know, maybe avoid the opponent.
Well, having a look over the results between these two, this is one of the closest games that they've had in their history, by the looks of things. We've got another one happening once again. It's taken here by Hairway again. Oh, the no-look pass. He looked at us, Hairway, and then he passed it up here, Moody. He said, how's that for a highlight? Unfortunately, he couldn't make it stick.
That could have been the game climax.
That would have been a great pass too. He had eyes in the back of his head by the looks of things. There's McClellan. Back the other way, Hughes. Open three. Comes up a little bit long. But Roy gets himself an O-ball. Hairway now. A Pico. Oh, the good pass from Hairway. A Pico was running away from the basket though. That made it really tough for the floater. Fox will come down here and settle it down here to Hughes. Back to Wangamaba. They'll be aware of his ability from outside. Tyrone McClellan. Back to Wangamaba. Beats Sand. Tries to bank it home. Can't do so. Olavo comes down with it. Got a little bit of a contact to the head and wanted to show everyone what happened. That's inside. Oh, the quick pass there from Connie Morty. And we're going the way of Fiji. 6:19 to go here, Sess. There's a bit of action happening out there now.
The way Ilavo looked to the referee, you know, a while ago. A bit of a frustration from them there as the Fiji player hits his head.
The visual cues, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's the head, the holding the head. This is what happened to me. Lumcon now out here to Orisi, who's out there on the floor. Orisi's had good form against PNG before. Now McClellan. A Pico now. Back here to Hairway. Now Moody back to Hairway. Olavo. Harold Olavo now. 6 seconds on it, 5 seconds. Hairway's got to go on his own. That's tough from Hairway. Comes up a bit short. Fiji will come down with it. Orisi out here to Lumcon. Tries to get through a couple and this time draws the foul. Spun his way into trouble. Managed to collect the body on the way through. Draws the blocking foul there, Sess.
How do you settle down after that? Definitely clear. You know, every play, every call, it's feeling a bit even bigger now. As the game continues and the score so tight, no one can really afford a slip up.
That's Fox out here. Motufanga! Very nice work there from him. The big number 6.
Probably that timeout made him recollect his thoughts and probably got that grip perfectly to back that basket.
Yeah, Motufanga yesterday was excellent as well. He's played some really valuable minutes. His efficiency's been pretty high for the minutes that he's played. There's Hairway for 3. Comes up long. PNG still hold the lead by a point here. 4:57 to go. McClellan now. Hesitated. Goes out to Orisi inside of Fox. Fox got rid of Apia. Muri. And they let play go on. Fairway. Tries to go around. And it's going to be a travel. Good defense there from McClellan. He was pretty straight there. The ball go the way back of Fiji here. Like we said, they've got such an even record against each other. They've played each other 4 times, 2 wins apiece. So this one will split them for the first time in a while. Motufanga got an open look. Oh, back to boom! Motufanga off the window. Ilavo going up. Muri again. Hodari Muri. Up here, Muri sets the screen for him. Podari just goes up and makes it count as well. Podari was quick there. (51 to 52). A big make there.
And just like that, Tristan, what a turnaround.
Fiji were back in front by a point thanks to Montufanga. And then Podari Morty just mowed his way through, didn't he? He wasn't stopping either. He picked up his pace very quickly from just inside the 3-point line and was driving, and he was not stopping until he got that ball in the hoop there like he did there, Sess.
No, with just a point separating these two teams, you know, the pressure is mounting. Both teams are under the gun now. Every single play could be the difference between victory and defeat, and it's a battle of nerves as much as it is a battle on the court.
And for Fiji particularly, they will not want to go down and be 2-0 after day 2 of this tournament, especially with another 2 games to come. It's dangerous territory when you get to the 2-2 potential record by the end of the week. You're kind of relying on results and individual results. And a couple of those, especially with the early losses, depending on how the Solomon Islands and PNG go for the rest of the week, that's going to make it really challenging potentially here, Sess. So got to get that win and try and get on the board after day 2.
Definitely, Tristan.
So 4 minutes and 6 seconds to go here. Now it will be Barani Muri looking for the N1 opportunity here. Complete the 3-point play. And can't get it. The rim's out. Now Lumkon. Back to Orisi. Now McClellan again. Motufanga. And couldn't keep it in, McClellan. The ball will go back with PNG. And again, Sess, those nerves just being felt by the Fiji team in this tournament. An unusual feeling for them, no doubt.
Definitely. If Fiji's gonna be, if Fiji needs to respond, they'll need to create some magic.
It's inside, and there's going to be a blocking foul there. As a Pico got a glimpse there at the rim and managed to get through the gap. And so the free throw line will be a Pico. Got the 2 free throws in this final term. Let's have a look at the replay here, and the feed there to a Pico, and got him on the arm, did Montufanga. First one good to Pico. I won't say whether he makes or misses this one, Sess, because that all comes down to the commentator's curse, is what they call that. And he makes it. So 4 of 4 from the free throw line this final term to Pico. Normally what happens when we say that a free throw goes in, they normally miss. That's why we call it the commentator's curse, Sess. Lumkon now, out to Motufunga, into the corner for Hughes. Hughes driving, nice pass inside, Karoi off the window. A nice move there from Ishmaeli Karoi. Apiko drives and can't get it. Purati Morty comes up with the O board. PNG lead by a point still. Apio Morty, good pass and unselfish play to Apiko. What a feed there from Apio Morty.
It's those really well-connected passes that really gets them through Fiji's defense. Fiji really needs to pick up on this one.
Apiko now 6 points in this final term, being crucial. Hughes now. Out to Lumkon, into Motufunga. Back to Lumkon. A little hand there from Alavo. And this time, Lumkon will draw the foul. Lumkon will head to the free throw line. So a substitution here as Fox comes back into the game, as does Wangambaba. He sat for quite a bit of time in that fourth term. Hopefully not too late for Fiji from their perspective. First one not quite there for Jordan Lumkon. Second one good for Lumkon. It's first point of the last term here. First point of the second half too. Ilavo out here to Purati Muri. He's been excellent in this game, has he not? Apiko's been equally as good. Wide here and fouled there was Connie Morty. And that's going to be 3 shots as he takes the contact in the corner. And drew that foul. So 54-56 here, so 3 free throws to come here for Connie Morty. As I mentioned, 54 points between Apio, Connie and Purati in their last meeting. Misses that first free throw though. Second one good. Third one no good. So 1 of 3 there. Could be costly for PNG if Fiji can find an answer. Inside, Connie Morty, turned him inside out, spun him around in the spin cycle there. Sess.
You won't even see that coming. Apiko has been one of the exceptional players here on PNG's men's side.
So it's Connie Morty. Wangambaba draws the foul. The foul is on Connie Morty. I think that'll be his 4th personal foul. Moody. 1:40 to go here. We got ourselves a tense one again. Says, what have you walked into this week when it comes to Fiji men's? As Fox gets it, and Fox is up and can't get it. And now Morty loses the handle. You can tell Fox is just pleading with the referee. I'm being held here. I'm being contained. I need some space.
They're all over him, Tris.
They are. They're not letting him free, are they? Morty now. Oh, he got caught up on his own teammate there, Connie Morty. The things you see, Sess. Now Purati Morty. Back to Pico. We're down to the last minute of this game. Apia Morty. Back to Connie Morty. Apia Morty. Oh, that's tough. Worried out of there by Wangambaba. Wangambaba goes on his own. Good feed to Karoi. Smart play. He could have easily gone on his own there, as Karoy has gone down there. Bit slippery underneath that basket, so hopefully it's not a bad ankle or anything. They're just going to check on Shmeli Karoy. But how smart was that from Wangamama in transition? He could have easily taken it on his own, but he did the smart thing where in transition, see here, he dished the pass really late. And there you go, just landed on the foot of Connie Morty. That's why that would have stung a little bit. So that does look like he landed on the foot and maybe something to do with the ankle. And you can see the tactical nature of Earl Hughes down here for Fiji. Just while Karoy is getting himself sorted, they're having a quick mini timeout, which isn't an official one. But Karoy's looking a bit sore there, be fair to say, Cess.
Definitely. Well, I think we're on the...
Well, we saw Tango come back from the dead yesterday. No other way to describe it, really. So can Karoy find his way back into this game? Although there's only a minute to go, so you don't want to really risk it if he does have a rolled ankle. It's a long week ahead, so you've got to make sure you look after those kind of injuries. It will be PNG's ball. And here we go. They have the lead with 3 points. And there's 48 seconds left in this game. Apio Morty has it again. Gets around a couple, Apio Morty. Feeds it out wide here, looking for Connie Morty. They're very patient with it. That's Parani Morty! Oh, it's Morty times 3. And if one of them doesn't get you, the other one will. Wangamama now. Back out here to McClellan. Guarded by Morty. McClellan can't get it. And Fiji, they're in some strife now. 56-61. Morty again. Back to Alavo. And a Pico's foul by Wangamama. How many fouls on Wangamama? His 4th personal. With 9 seconds to go, PNG are in the box seat here, but it's not over yet. There's still a lot of time on this clock. 9 seconds is a lot of time in basketball, Cess.
At this point, Tristan, you know, Fiji may need to gamble a little bit more on defense. Perhaps pressuring the ball or trying to create turnovers.
They nearly turned it over there again there. How good's a Pico beam from the free throw line? Efficient, 6 of 6 in this last term. And it's 56-63, and you reckon the PNG might have it here. Wangamama has it, he needs to get it up, he steps around, he can't finish that. And PNG get the win. They trail the majority of this game, but a second half comeback, including an 18-7 third term, has seen PNG steal it from Fiji. It's 56-63 in the finish here. And an outstanding performance from PNG in the second half. They really brought it, and it took a little while for it to happen. But Apia Morte, those 7 points in the second term. As we see the players just shaking hands and exchanging pleasantries with each other. Cess, what a great game. Moses Apiko was excellent in this game. And we're going to go to the highlights here, and we'll be back for more basketball action in the future here. Well, what a result there for Papua New Guinea. 56-63, as you can see there, Sess. A great game for Papua New Guinea. They really did come back in the second half, like we said. It was led by Moses Apiko. He had 16 points in this game. And Purati Muri was unstoppable with 13 points. Was very strong in that second half. And Fiji just turned the ball over a couple of times in that final half of this game. And they just didn't have an answer for Papua New Guinea's energy back the other way.
Well, definitely, Tristan, you know, it was a battle of nerves. You know, Fiji had several chances to close the gap, but they struggled to finish at the rim. And, you know, with PNG's defense proving, you know, they're the best, you know, just stepped up the clutch, knocking down free throws, ice in their veins to extend the lead. Fiji just couldn't find the rhythm they needed, you know, just to combine for those stops and buckets, but, you know, sealing the win for PNG.
Well, thank you, Cecilina Thakal, for joining me today for this one. We'll see you a little bit later on in the day. We've got New Caledonia and the PNG women coming up at 1:30 this afternoon. We'll see you for more action here on the Melanesian Cup 2025 here in the Solomon Islands.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are all on the same team.
We have the power to change lives through basketball.
Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.